Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do our twin flame reading. This is going to cover both the divine masculine and the divine feminine, right? We want to see both sides of the coin so that we have a complete understanding. This, of course, won't be for everyone, but sometimes the whole reading like makes sense to you, and sometimes it's bits and pieces. Um, you know what I mean? I feel like you guys will get messages to you however they need to. I lit two candles for, well, I didn't light them, but we have two candles lit for the masculine and the feminine. And we can thank Tiki, who asked me if I would do a twin flame reading. It's time, anyways, right? For December. And so, yes, Tiki, this is, partly for you and really all sides. So, I'm going to use two different decks. I decided to use two decks I haven't used in a while, and this one's called the Universal Tarot. So what I'm doing is just we're going to look at one side, and then we're going to look at the other side, and look at the synchronicities between the two, all that. I'm calling this for the divine masculine. I want you to remember you can be both. Um, you are both the feminine and the masculine. We all are. We all carry that energy. So, you know, I feel like often I walk in the energy of the masculine. Um, and, and my goal is to learn more to be, to carry some of the feminine balance, right? So, anyways, I do not remember the name of this deck. And I apologize, but let's go ahead and give this a shuffle. Everything's pre-shuffled, by the way. Give it a shuffle for you. I just recently did a pick a card for love, and it was the first time I have not shuffled the cards with you here, and I did three different pals, right? And the synchronicities, like what happens between two of the pals, I'm not going to give it away. It's like giving the ending of a movie away. Was crazy, and it's the only time that I was shuffling him here and letting them come out on their own. I just didn't do it um, with you here because it takes so much time, right? I had to get a lot of cards. So, anyways, I always try to give it at least a shuffle. But it was just so interesting because I thought, some people are not going to believe um, that I didn't set this up because it was so, I don't know, ironic, I guess. Okay, let's begin. Twin flame journey. Both a wonderful and an agonizing journey, I feel. I'm on that journey with you. I am with my twin, and I can tell you from experience that does not mean that the work is over. Because what has not been healed in you is brought out. It is shown to you. It just is. So, keep that in mind. Some, the period in between, it's really giving you that opportunity. This is how I look at it. Like if I knew I was going to die in a year, I would spend that year cleaning up, understanding, learning as much as I could about my time on this earth. So there's a lot, so there wouldn't be like an aftermath, because I feel like the more we understand this journey, the easier it becomes. So what I'm saying is, I feel like sometimes the patience is about giving each the opportunity to like close doors and whatever their personal journey was. All right. Wow. I like that we start with the Knight of Pentacles. I don't like that we have the Ten of Swords. Um, hmm. We have the Three of Wands. I feel like someone here has been almost like in a living hell, I feel like. And it does feel like because I feel the Knight of Pentacles is energy of your guardian angel. It's bringing something into your physical world, and sometimes it is just in the nick of time. It feels like it's like just in the nick of time. But honestly, I feel like it's more about like sometimes the night waiting for us to have the realizations. Ten of Swords, this person has been laying there for a while, taking sword after sword after sword, almost like submitting to it. Like I can see them coming, yet there I lie. And maybe I had to, maybe they had to, but I feel like this night is bringing them something that gives them a different opportunity, like an opportunity to end that Ten of Swords. You know how I was just saying, like, each has to close their own, like, certain doors, or you'll be forced to look at it if you do come together, and it's difficult. So the Three of Wands is my outlook. I was down. We have the the King of Wands. Can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Certainly doesn't have to be. And then we have the Four of Cups in reverse. And that's a good thing. Four of Cups in reverse. I feel like it, the other way around, I'm kind of daydreaming about like how I want my world to be. And now with it in reverse, I feel like now you're willing to take action. Someone's willing to take action towards, this cup that's in that Four Cups. Right? I've been focusing down here, but, hoping out there. And it feels like, it does take someone's physical action, but this night gives the person the way, a chance, an opportunity. So I feel like here's a door in that Ten of Swords that is closing. Interesting, because the King of Wands is looking back, and it's almost like he's looking back for someone. It's like he's ready to take movement towards something, something that once was. But first I feel like, he's taking action and finding it. Maybe that's you. I don't know. We have the Nine of Cups. Wow. We have the King of Cups. So first of all, I feel like what it's saying is who's ever in this energy, they are not coming attached to someone else. It's like, boy, I do feel like someone has been through hell and back. But, they're back. That's what we're really supposed to look at. Like, it's crazy. Like, someone just took those swords one after another, after another, after another. Though it's like they kept their dream to the sky. And this may talk about, because I feel like somehow this king comes to a realization of this, and it says this is the time for movement. So I do feel like almost like I'm separating myself from someone, and that may be what the Nine of Cups is, right? A sense of freedom, independence. Like their doors, their doors are being closed, and then you have the Nine of Cups and then the King of Cups, which is a very open loving, nurturing, happy, harmony type energy. It's the opposite of where I feel like this person has been. So I feel like, it's almost like I've had this cup up here for a while, but now, but I also had this situation going on at the same time. Okay, let's finish this block. Someone's freeing themselves perhaps from someone, because someone's throwing those swords, but also freeing themselves in like a realization that they can. Like, I've been sitting around here taking it for too long. So this person moves out of it. We have the Eight of Swords. It's funny because it's reversed, but I'm looking at the eight, I'm like, it still looks like it's in the right way. Um, so the Eight of Swords to me is what I think about, I bring about. I feel like someone had the realization that um, almost like I expected these swords and therefore there they came, right? So in a way, it's like they closed off, they had the realization over that. Like, I expected a sword and there the sword came, didn't let me down, right? Gave me just what I thought I would get. And I feel like this king realizes that, like, my energy is also responsible for this, right? Because I'm expecting it and therefore it shows up. So if I take that same energy and I think about things differently, you know, I think that I don't have to stay in this energy. I don't have to take any more of those swords. That, maybe it is time for me again. And I feel like, honestly, it's like you are that cup that has been dangling, around them. And because this king looking back, but boy, he has purpose. I feel like he's looking for someone, like, hey, I am free. I am free. And the King of Cups, can be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, of course. But this is someone who comes to the table with, the King of Cups is someone who loves being in a relationship. When they're in the upright, they love being in a relationship. They love love. And we're moving into Universal Year 6, which is about relationships. It's a year that's really going to ask you to try to find balance. We have the King of Pentacles. So we have a lot of kings that showed up. Again, male, female, I don't think it really matters. And look at this, we have the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So the underlying energy for we're just going to say the masculine over here was the realization of the Five of Swords, the toxic energy, which ultimately became the Ten of Swords, right? But this is movement out of it. Like, I'm willing to go through the choppy waters, knowing that eventually I'll get to the calm sea. Okay. King of Pentacles can be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Let's bring this down a little bit more. Okay, let's go ahead and bring the female in. We have, or the feminine, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Someone's been busy creating a life for themselves, building, a foundation for themselves. This is someone who has become wise and uses that wisdom, as I feel like you should, like in their House of Pentacles. So I feel like this is someone who's been, right off the bat, I'm feeling they've been like in tuned with their pentacles, with building of those pentacles. We have the Magician, the Manifester. And then look at this. We have the Empress. Look at this strong energy over here. You know, wow. Can you see that? We have the Nine of Pentacles with the Magician, the Alchemist, in between the Empress. So, you know, I feel like someone over here has really evolved from within their life. I feel like, you know, in the Nine of Pentacles, I'm becoming more and more independent, stronger. Why? Because of, you know, my journey and what I have learned. You know, I'm looking at it in that direction. So this person feels like they took, like they made a decision to, and I feel like you're really mastering a craft, like really able to mastering, you know, mastering it. And it can have to do with also your spirituality, but it also is about like maybe how I make a living. But, you know, very strong energy. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Three of Cups. I don't know, guys. I just feel like over here, you know, maybe I used to think about all this, but I feel like really what I've been doing is I've been putting my attention towards my physical and spiritual and financial strength. Like I've been focusing on my pentacles, and you know, I've taken time for in that reflection. You may be working right out of the home. I feel like, and then like step by step, I feel like there's reasons to celebrate. Almost like, you know, you're finding, almost like how I feel here. Like, I feel like all you watching are like soul family members that, you know, we resonate with each other. We have the Ace of Swords. You know, I feel like some of you are working like in the field of communication in some way, and because this Ace of Swords feels to me like whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm building in this energy, very successfully, by the way, and it's because someone has. It's almost like I've been here. I've been down this road, and I've had clarity, right? I've been working on myself, and it has turned into like, you know, something like something simple may have turned into what you now find is a path, which is, you know, is your, like what you do now, who you are. And I feel a lot of it is within your spirituality, right? Like been there. But I feel like you come as like words of wisdom, words of advice, whether written or spoken. You know, almost like I tell it exactly like it is. The Empress is very creative and easily able to build like if this is a business or something I do at home easily, you know, she's got the wisdom behind it. I feel like you may be hearing something that gives you reason to celebrate. And I feel like a lot of it is of your own manifestation. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, like an opportunity, something. This could be communication. Maybe it's one of these many kings over here. We have the Prince of Wands. Looking back. Looking over here. Well, hello. Two of Cups. You know, here I am saying the universe is giving you something to celebrate, and right below that energy is Two of Cups. Interesting how I have the King of Wands, and don't even worry about the sign. Think about the energy, and this is someone who I feel like, you know, is, you know, he's still in his throne, so to speak, but he is like feels like he's taking motion, and I feel like he had to arrive at that Nine of Cups. Otherwise, I don't know. Otherwise, I don't know. Well, you know what? Because I feel like over here you feel so strong to me that if they came attached with that Ten of Swords and tried to bring it over here, I don't think you would allow it. And it wasn't yours to clean up anyways. Right? It's theirs. It's their journey, their lesson, their awareness. It's like that's something we can't do. We can't, you know, we can't fix everyone. We can't fix each other. Sometimes we have to fix ourselves. Anyway, let's get back here on a positive note. So, you know, the King of Wands is looking that way, and now this page or prince is also looking that way too. So, some of you just could talk about an earlier time. You know, it's almost like here I am, like I'm pretty strong within my maybe my financial house or in my foundation, both spiritually, I feel. Listen, doesn't mean that you're not learning. We're always learning. We're always open to learning. Nine of Pentacles knows that and trusts that and builds upon that. You know, to me, the Nine of Pentacles, much like the Knight of Pentacles, is energy of like having your guardian angel behind you. And to me, that means like doing something. Some of you have figured out, I think you figured out, like doing something where it has something to do with your journey and like your, how you got to be the Empress. I feel like it was important, all of that. So, you know, we have two different journeys going on here. And I feel like the Two of Cups is talking about the hello, how are you? We have the Seven of Wands. Interesting energy to come out with that. Let's see why. We have the Eight of Wands. And then we have the Two of Swords. You know, it's interesting how I opened this reading and I said, you know, even when you come together, don't think like that the work is over. Don't think it's all like hunky-dory. Hunky-dory. You know, understand like, you know, because it's funny, I feel you so strong over here, but yet at the same time, I feel like, because I feel like this is talking about this happening and then what kind of energy it just puts you in, and it doesn't feel natural. It feels like an old wall that I didn't even know was there. Maybe I knew. but boom, it arises. And I feel like it throws you in a little bit of chaotic type energy. You know, maybe you've just been like so busy over here and you can control this, right? I can control this. This is about me and my independence and my growth, right? I can control that as much as I can, right? But now I feel this kind of throws me, this Two of Cups throws me out of control. It could be some type of communication that comes in. It's almost like, you know, like I hear the phone ringing and I don't know whether to pick it up or not. Should I pick it up? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And that's the problem. I don't know. Like, to me, I feel like saying just pick it up and take it moment by moment. Trust yourself. Trust in what you have built, right? This foundation. This is just like an old wall that's popping up. And it's saying just rip the blindfolds off. And, you know, it could raise a certain fear factor in you. So it talks about there's a lot of energy. First of all, there's a lot of energy of taking my time, building it brick by brick. You know, there's nothing where I'm going from, you know, ace to the 10, right? It's about the journey to get there. So I feel like if I say that to myself, allow myself to know that, like step by step, step by step. But I do feel like it's almost like I've got this down. And I don't feel like you're giving it up at all. You know, and it's also interesting because in the beginning of the reading, I didn't even say this, but in my head, I was thinking, you know, I bet next year, because it's a sixth universal year, there's going to be not just a lot of relationships coming together. There's an opportunity to really level up in this energy, but hey, just like the positive, the negative can happen too. That's going to be up to each one of us. But what was I going to say? Oh, and I also feel like for some of you within these relationships then become partnerships, almost like our lives integrate. So maybe it's like integrating all of this into, you know, your creativity. Maybe together. I don't know. It could just be the journey. I don't know. But I do feel like you have to see, you know, that boom, that wall. We have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck, and that makes perfect sense, right? So trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. You know, your thoughts can lie, right? You can tell yourself whatever you want to tell yourself, and then you can even build upon that lie and build upon that, right? Or you can rip the blindfold off and face whatever it is I need to face. Trust my energy. Take it moment by moment if I need to. Because I feel like, you know, listen, we're here doing a twin flame reading, right? So we're talking about twin flames. We could certainly be talking about soulmates too. I don't want us just to get lost in that because all are meant to be. But nonetheless, okay. I think what I'm going to do, I don't feel like I need to clarify these, to be honest. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to take a couple cards right between the two, right down the middle. I do feel like who's ever over here has been like in this energy that the person over here is in. Maybe you don't know that yet. I don't know. We have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands. you know, that's the willingness to take that step. We have the Queen of Cups. First queen that shows up, and she certainly could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But, we have the King of Cups over here. I feel like it's talking about, how I come to the table. Listen, I feel like both. It's funny because she's carrying that cup. It's almost like she's carrying that cup that this king over here has always, like, it's always been there, and she carries it. Wow. It reminds me of Cinderella, like, nobody else can fit that shoe. It's funny how she's got these two white dogs and little doggies. I want to say like Lapso-Apsos. That's probably not right. Um, but anyways, they look exactly alike. It's like the reflection is the same. Okay, wasn't going to take all these, but we are. Let's put that on the bottom. We have the Emperor. The Emperor. Here's the Empress. And now we have the Emperor. How interesting. We have the Hangman. I feel like I'm just going to take them there. Look at this. We have the Knight of Cups. Oh my God. We have the Ace of Cups. Wow. So, I don't know about you, but boy, what a beautiful, difficult, but beautiful story this is telling. The Hangman is here, and I get why the Hangman is here, right? I feel like because it needs to be here, right? Because this person needs to go through this journey. But ultimately, and I don't even know why it all seems to flow to you. So here we have this Knight. First of all, the Emperor. Let's talk about the Emperor being here. The mirror of the Empress. But they each have their own qualities. They each bring their own qualities. They bring the feminine and the masculine to the table. It's like the mirror of these dogs that I'm seeing. So, here is this Knight through the energy of the Emperor, which could be Aries, by the way. But I feel like what it is talking about mirrored energy. And, the Hangman being here for as long as it takes. For as long as it takes. Because ultimately, I feel like this Emperor, almost like, it's not that I just know that I need to be in this energy, like feeling it, but I feel like once this person cuts this tie, I feel like they automatically start like moving up, vibrating higher. I don't even know what to say. It's like springboarding. So anyways, I feel like it's how a person is coming to the table. And from that energy is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight is always bringing us something. And this Knight, first of all, we have the Knight of Pentacles over here. That Knight of Pentacles is giving this person an opportunity to change their circumstances. But it's going to be important that they also understand their own power behind that. Like, thinking, there's no problem. I feel like I already feel that, but like, I don't know. I feel like it puts them on the hunt. That's what I feel like. So, now I feel like this is where we should leave the reading. I feel like, in a way, it should ease your fear. If you have a fear over this, um, I can't help but notice the difference. Some of you, I know this is talking about someone of an earlier time because I get that energy, but it doesn't have to be that, because some have just been busy building themselves. And maybe I just, I've been so busy here that I've kind of like not even really thought about love. And that can really throw me off kilter when it shows up. And it looks like it shows up. It looks like it shows up big time. So the best thing I can say here is the Two of Wands is what comes, not between them, but connects them. And I feel like that's step by step. But it is a path of action, right? It is, action is needed. It sits by the Nine of Pentacles, which is independent energy. And sometimes I can become so independent, that I have closed off room for, to have a real balanced life. So anyway, I find this quite beautiful. I have no clue what I'm going to call it. All I know is, one, I have, in realization of what is not good, what they need to eliminate. And then I have the other side where, I feel like, you've been so steady, but something comes in and might rock your world a little bit. Trust your intuition. That's a big part of all this. Your intuition really is the major part of this, right? It's your map. That's what you can trust. It's your energy. It's your energy field. And it feels like here, like it becomes ignited. Anybody walks through it, sets off all kinds of alarms. I don't know. I don't know. But I feel like I'm open to it. So is my energy. And it's allowing. I'm allowing. Step by step. But wow, what a beautiful reading. I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. I quite loved it. I can't wait to hear your comments. Um, Again, thank you, Tiki. She got me to think about the twin flame reading, and therefore I did it. I feel like it's very clear. I don't know. You'll let me know. Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for, thank you for 2021. We're coming to an end. Thank you for just being part of my channel, helping its growth through your many different ways. Sharing, liking, commenting, donations, all that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I value each and every one of you. I really do. And I feel blessed to be able to read for you. So, beautiful. I can't wait to hear your remarks. I love you guys. I'll see you next time at the table. Bye-bye.